Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Detroit Lions. Here's the former Illini kicker Chase McLaughlin to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. And bulldozing his way through. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 26. 42 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 85 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A give right side for Pacheco. Oh, he bowls over it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Mahomes now on first down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Mahomes. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And Hardman's going to pick up a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
On the return, Williams. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, 54 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now, everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught by Laporta. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. That'll give him 8 that time, and it's 2nd down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
Toward the pylon, caught.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. As the first half is winding down, and the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, It is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give right side for Gibbs. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gibbs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. They're going to look to throw. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught by Williams. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams already his 2nd touchdown here in this this opening weekend. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Gibbs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Still on his feet. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 77 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Carlson on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Lions 49, Chiefs 31.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Williams now on the return.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. Second down and 4. Gibbs straight ahead.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Down the right sideline.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 23-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. 45 yards.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mahomes will throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
He's got a man, complete. Now he's loose again. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2. Mahomes. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. 35 seconds to play. Everything will come down here to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And they take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.